What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another break on this Thursday evening. Right now, I've got our 2024 Panini Impeccable LIV Golf single box number 9 at random teams. Going to go ahead and get this shared over to the group, get everybody tagged, and we will go ahead and get started. After this, we will have the new Topps Finest. What's up, Peter? All right, got all those tags in there. Hey, Rick, how are you doing? Evening, Peter. All right, got those tags in there. Already got a couple folks in here, so we're going to go ahead and hop over to the browser, get the names and teams random. It's good to hear, Rick. And Colorado is wonderful this evening. Got the names here first, 13 entries. Preston on top, Tony on the bottom. Going to roll the dice. Anything less than 4, we roll again. Got a 12, so we're good there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Joey Doherty on the bottom, Peter Killinger on top. I'm going to go ahead and get this reflected onto your screens. There we go. And then we've got the 4 Aces Golf Club on top, Torque on the bottom. Same 13 entries. Once again, going to roll the dice. Anything less than 4, we roll again. Got a 9, so we're good there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Range Goats Golf Club on top, Torque on the bottom. Going to go ahead and get this reflected onto your screens and get everything copied, pasted, and then we'll start our trade timer. What's up, Tim? How are you doing this fine evening? All right, 5 minutes on the clock. Starting now while that trade timer's taken. I will go ahead and get the verification codes copied and pasted into our chat. I know a lot of you folks are waiting, but if anybody's hopping in here and did not know, soccer will be right after this. Promise I'm going to go as quickly after this break as I can to move into that soccer for everybody. Try not to keep y'all waiting too long. I'm trying. Luckily, this one's also a quick break. There's only 10 cards in here. 8 cards, actually, I think. So, should be fun. This is one of my favorite products to open. This is a lot of fun. I always said I wanted to pull a Phil Mickelson, and we finally pulled one. So, I guess now I'll say would like to pull the Bryson DeChambeau auto next. Or a John Rahm. I've pulled John Rahm before, but would not complain pulling John Rahm for someone again. Peter, yeah, you got some good ones. In 2 spots, I've seen hit a decent amount in this. If you give me a second, I can list off some of the golfers for you. Yeah, John Rahm, who's a huge rookie with Liv. I believe Range Goats has Bubba Watson. All right, let's do it. Yeah, range goats have Bubba Watson, Matthew Wolf, Peter Uhulian there. All right, about 2 minutes left on the trade timer here. Plenty of time again down to the wire if anybody does want to swap their teams. Stinger available for trade. Steve throwing that in the chat with about a minute left on the trade timer. All right, just about our last 30 seconds here on the trade timer. All right, that's going to do it for the trade timer. Seeing no trades, those are going to be everybody's teams. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Empty lid there. Got our normal pack there and our metal bar of some sort. Empty box there, gold or silver. Save that till the end. Also, I should state that if we do run into any wild card cards, we will random those at the end as a spot. We have not seen any yet, and they're not common, but just in case. Got a nice Harold Varner III here for 4 aces, 28 out of 99 to start us off. That one going over to Preston. There you go, Preston. And we've got a Lucas Herbert here. 22 out of 25 for Ripper. Nice one there for Ripper going over to Mike. There you go, Mike. Congrats on that one. We've got a Tyrell Hatton here for Legion. 95 out of 99. Going over to Peter. There you go, Peter. And Steve, I know you tried to trade Stinger, but we have a nice auto coming up for Stinger. This is a good thing you didn't find a trade. Got a 10 out of 10 Dean Burmester on the auto for Stinger. Nice one there. Congrats on that. We'll go ahead and get that one magged up. There we go. My pleasure, Steve. Next next one up here, we have a nice redemption, Junichiro Kuzma. I'm going to go to the checklist here just to make sure I don't say the wrong. That one going over to Ironheads. Nice one there for Ironheads and Dylan. There you go, Dylan. Congrats on that one. Get that one written down on a sticky note here. Then we've got a Luis Oosthuizen there on the 44 greens hit. 38 out of 44 there for Stinger. Nice one there. Another one going over to Stinger and Steve. There you go, Steve. Second auto of the break coming over your way. And then we've got a Graham McDowell here on the 44 greens hit. That one going to be 39 out of 44 for Smash Golf Club. Going over to Joey. There you go, Joey. Got an auto coming your way as well. Congrats on that. There we go. And then we've got our metal bar here. Going to be either gold or silver. Looks like it's coming over to Smash. Going to be Brooks Koepka. A nice one there. And it's going to be a gold bar. 1 of 1. Brooks Koepka. Wow. How about that? Going over to Joey. There you go, Joey. Let's see if I can get that closer. 1 of 1. Brooks Koepka gold bar rookie. That is stellar. Congrats on that. We'll ship this in a little box with foam. We don't have sleeves big enough to fit it, so we keep those extra protected. But congrats on that one, Joey. That is gorgeous. All right, let's hop into our recap here. Got the Graham McDowell there, 39 out of 44. Going over to Smash Golf Club on the auto. Luis Oosthuizen there, 38 out of 44 on the auto for Stinger Golf Club. We've got the Junichiro Kuzma redemption there. That one going over to the Ironheads. Have Tyrell Hatton there for Legion, 95 out of 99. Lucas Herbert, 22 out of 25 for Ripper. And Harold Varner, the third, 28 out of 99 for 4 aces. Yeah, of course, Peter. Congrats again. We will see you in the next break. All right, and then we've got our mag here. We've got the Dean Burmester, 10 out of 10 for Stinger. Yeah, of course, Joey. Congrats. Nice Dean there. And then we've got the Brooks Koepka 1 of 1 gold bar. Congrats again on that one. All right, that's going to do it for this break. Thank you, everybody, for hopping on with me. Hope you have a wonderful afternoon/evening.